Good morning. Nope, not going to switch videos today. Not going to switch videos today. I put a couple hyperlinks at the top of the chat. We're going to talk about those at the end. Started reading them. They kind of disturbed me. And I'm going to read further. I don't care for the articles, but they are a true representation of what was going on in the hobby, and it will be interesting to see if there are any follow-ups on those particular articles. I recommend that you read those. I tweeted out one, I'll tweet out the other later. But let's go on to our news and notes today. MLB is renaming the MVP award. They're removing Landis's name for slowing integration. Some of the names they're talking about is the Frank Robinson Award, Josh Gibson Award. I'd like to see the Satchel Award. Got the Satchel Award and the Mays Award. I think it would be great to start bringing up the names of the old Negro League players. I also think it would be really cool if, because of Landis actually getting a little hammered here, will Shoeless Joe Jackson finally get into the Hall of Fame? What's up, John? What's up, John? I'm a big fan of Shoeless Joe Jackson for two reasons. Number one, he did not cheat in baseball. And number two, he has the exact same birth date that I do. So I'm a big, huge, well, not, I wasn't, hold on. He has the same birthday day that I do. So I'm a big Shoeless Joe Jackson fan. Panini has been hyping up Court Kings basketball, which is very, very interesting because it's not the first year of the set. They've been doing a lot of Facebook advertising lately. Good morning, AZ Dad 32. I don't know your first name, so I can't call you by your first name, so I apologize. But good morning. Good morning. Yes, coffee this morning. We're going to have a casual chat today. There's not a lot of news and notes, but at the end, I want to talk about these two articles that I've got up top that are hyperlinked: the rise and collapse of a scalper sports card empire, and then Jordan Langham explains how investing in sports cards can help people make a big business. So, good morning to you. So in Panini Court Kings basketball, 10 cards per box. You're going to get 2 autos of memorabilia, 1 rookie card, 1 parallel, 2 insert cards, and 4 base cards. I want to see what the base cards can go for on Sport Lots and eBay, because this might be a good basketball set to put together. They are going to completely everybody's going to ignore the base cards, and specifically, unless they're the rookie LaMelos and all those. But Sport Lots 18 cents. Everybody's going to be chasing the big cards, and there's only 4 base cards per box. So it's going to be really, really interesting to me to see what these base cards go for on the secondary market. So another HGA whiff. Poor HGA. I almost feel sorry for them, but they kind of deserve it, because they keep doing stuff like this that drives me nuts as an entrepreneur. They have a Tom Brady sticker auto that went through their system and got verified. It's fake. I don't know why they continue to do stuff like this, but they do. So this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. So just a couple of really quick release date notes. Today is Top Sterling Baseball, Upper Deck, SPX, Court Kings, and Legacy Football. There's been a lot of legacy football out there on the cheap, uh, but not inflated by all the breakers. I think the breakers overbought legacy football, having a hard time selling legacy football, so they are dumping boxes onto the secondary market, or even the third market, I guess, if you're talking they're coming from breakers. But the price is still high at disty and online retail. So it's just very interesting to watch that and how that's going to be affected. Antix Vintage Baseball's out today. Was interesting. Blowout has it on it for $50 a box, and Steel City has it for $100 a box. So buy your boxes from Blowout and then resell them for $100 to Steel City. Our pricing structure is very weird. And then Sterling Tops hobby boxes were $940 for Sterling Tops. I don't understand it, but okay. $940 per box. That was on Blowout Kings. Still weird, even though prices are coming down, boxes are still going up. Excuse me. Need more coffee. Second cup, though. On Friday, we got Contenders Draft Picks, College Football, Leaf Metal Football, Hobby, and Jumbo. And that's all that's coming out this week, today and tomorrow, or today and Friday. Not a lot coming out, but there is stuff coming out. Let's see. Whatnot snared $50 million in funding at the Series B funding from Ryan Tedder, DJ Ski, DeAndre Hopkins, and Bobby Wagner. Good morning, Diego. Good morning, Diego. What's interesting is Whatnot was at the Dallas Card Show. Whatnot's a different selling platform. They're a streaming platform for breakers and sellers. Sorry, I got a notification on phone. Let's check that real quick. Don't know what that was for, so sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I'm expecting a call, so sorry, guys. Yeah, they had 150 on their wait list. I don't know. I'll have to double check that, Bo. I'll have to double check that. But they had 150 people on their wait list. They are a streaming sellers platform, particularly geared toward breakers or people wanting to sell cards. Excuse me, through streaming. And it's like, I got this card's for $50. Let me know if you want to buy it, that type of thing. I talked to them at the Dallas Card Show, and they had a 150 person wait list, probably more breakers than cards. But I did sign up, put myself on the wait list just to see if it could be another selling platform. $50 million in Series B funding. They got to be doing something right. One of the negatives that I did hear about them is they're not mobile streaming optimized. So if you're looking at cards on mobile, then it's not tough. It's not really easy to see the card. So positive and negative. Everybody needs to go listen to Mike Summers and podcast with Panini's DJ. Very, very fascinating. He lists other distributors on there, including Casey's, Bo, but other ways to get cards other than the traditional Walmart and Target route. So I wanted to highlight that. I am very, very interesting. I'm redoing my logo. I found this one. I didn't do this one. I had this one done for me by Tim from About the Cards. Thank you very much, Tim. But this one's for me kind of run its course. He did it for me. I did not get a chance to do something for me. So my wife and I did some brainstorming, and I've got a new logo that is currently in work. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be able to. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be able to release it. If not, it will be at the first week of June. So, wow. I took a sleeping pill last night, so I don't know if that's affecting it as well. But that was through Fiverr. I found an American based artist to do it. So that will be very, very interesting to have to go through that process. I've begun that. I took NyQuil Monday night and was a zombie yesterday morning. Yeah, I have a particular pill. I went to a sleeping doctor who specifically it is a specialist in sleeping, and because I don't sleep very well, when I take a pill, I'm like this in the mornings. I may take it for the next couple of days. The Dallas card show completely whipped me with everybody being in town and John being. I loved having John. Don't get me wrong. I loved having John stay at the house, but I'm still exhausted. I slept most of the day yesterday. I got some cards online, but I've got 4 or 5 stacks of cards that I've got to put online, and I'm just absolutely exhausted. I'm going to have lunch with Uncle Rich later today, so that'll be a lot of fun. So that's why my energy level's down, and I'm working on a second cup of coffee. So my apologies for my poor performance today on YouTube, but I'm fighting through it, y'all. I'm fighting through it. Can't wait to see this new logo. If you saw me in Dallas, you've got a hint of what the new logo is. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Sure, I guess that box next year, just June. But I'm guessing. So David and I are talking about Topps Future Stars. This week or this month has got the MLS Topps soccer cards in it. So I just said that's coming on its way. David wanted to do the Future Stars Club, thought it went away, but it really hasn't. It's been consistent. And on Panini's, on Mike Summer and DJ's podcast, they talked about that in with Panini as well. So that was a fairly interesting conversation. I think everybody needs to watch that. Yeah. So David said he was an original member. He stopped getting shipments. Well, the shipments stopped because of COVID, because of the shutdown. He canceled his shipment. However, when the program started back up, he wasn't able to jump back on it, and just had some difficulty fighting with Topps about it. But they reprinted boxes. They did catch up. Last month was Garbage Pail Kids, and I showed y'all the Garbage Pail. I've got them somewhere around here. I showed y'all the Garbage Pail Kids cards. I don't know what the cards are this month, but the giveaway is the blaster right there. So that'll be interesting to have come in. Get to go have lunch. Okay, so these 2 articles. Again, I think you need to go back and listen to Mike Summers' podcast it will make a lot more sense when I talk about these two articles. The first one being the rise and collapse of a scalper sports card empire, and the second one being Jordan Langhorne explains how investing in sports cards can help people make a big business. DJ said, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not quoting, that he doesn't believe that there was a huge problem with retail and backdoor deals, and if there was a problem, then they would talk to the distributors, and the distributors would handle it internally. These two articles speak specifically to that particular comment, and I think it's more timing and pure coincidence than anything else. And normally, I think anybody who just reads content wouldn't put it together unless you're constantly looking at content like not so much like me, but someone who's completely being absorbed into the hobby, and you wouldn't catch it. Have you all been selling me any cards lately? If so, what platform? Faces who all seem to slow down. I might check eBay. May have to just bite the bullet on eBay fees. I will come back to that in just a second. I will answer that. I will answer that. Bo, you can answer that for you as well. But what these articles are basically talking about are the backdoor deals and how they are getting product from Target and Walmart without standing in line, without doing the typical thing, and how the fall is going to be. My personal is if you built your business or your whatever on retail to begin with, if you build your empire on retail, then you don't really understand and I'm going to get slapped for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You don't really understand the hobby, and you're only in it for a quick buck and not long-term sustainable growth. And that's my opinion. That's the way it is. That and $3 will get everybody a Coca-Cola. I think you've got to be smarter about because eventually you knew that it was going to crash. Eventually you knew it was going on. So Bo says, I'm a huge proponent of eBay. Feeds are a super small price to pay because of the eyeballs you get. Plus, people on non-fee platforms expect a 10% discount over eBay because of no fees to the seller. So, true. However, on My Slabs, Bo, it has a 1% fee, and they don't charge for shipping. So you've got to include shipping into the price of the box that you've got. Lately, my sales on eBay have been down, and it's most likely due to the item specifics that are messing with that. Plus, the card market is down. I had discussions on this, Bo, at the Dallas Card Show. The dollar amounts are down, but the transactions are leveling off because people are getting more bang for their buck. It may be, and everybody was concerned about the specifics. I think it's more the specifics and the changes that they're implementing or trying to force to implement, as well as the item specifics on items that are currently in and relisting. I think that's what's getting the engine. And one of the things that's really important to understand when listing specifically in teams and in players, if the team and the player is not check marked, meaning if it's not in, so you've got, let me get another. So you've got the drop down here, and you've got the listing or the options here. When you type in the name, let's say Tampa Bay Rays, it comes up to here. Well, what most people are doing is leaving Tampa Bay Rays up here. They need to move it up here. They need to check the check mark box so that it's up here. If it's down here, you're not going to see it. It's not going to be on the engine. And I don't think people understand that. And they're leaving it down there because when I do some listings of $10, $15 cards, and I go look at what the listing's like, copy that listing or sell one like it, and a lot of the stuff is not up in the check mark list. So I think that's a big mistake that people are making. I do eBay as a major platform. My sales are down, but that's because I'm not putting consistent cards into eBay, so that's my fault, not eBay's engine. However, I am noticing on the whole, eBay traffic is down. Bo and I both believe it's because of the new item specifics. I think it's driving people to other platforms like Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace. I'm seeing an increase of individual cards on that particular area. So that's what I think the result is. I don't think the market's down. I don't think the market quantity is down. I just think people are getting more bang for their buck right now because prices are coming down. And there's so many different platforms. Everybody's looking at the eBay engine. Well, eBay fees, platform changes, force people to go over into other areas, and that's why the eBay numbers are down. If you look at the standard traffic on eBay, the traffic is down. That tells me again people are moving to different platforms. It's not that people aren't looking for cards. I consistently asked people at the Dallas Card Show, what is your market? What are your sales doing? And that was the thought process behind everything that I saw, because everybody said they were down, but the traffic was down. So that's the conclusion that I'm coming up with. Back to the articles. I think everybody should read that, plus DJ's pod. It's the latest information from DJ, and I'm saying DJ Panini DJ. Hey, Mark. So take a look at them. I'm probably going to talk heavily about that tomorrow. So if you want to do any homework, read those two articles. Mark, you showed up and just getting ready to get off and go eat some breakfast. So I appreciate everybody. I apologize for the struggle. The struggle is real. I'm going to continue to read those two articles, continue to do some analyzation on those articles and break them down. We'll break them down a little bit more tomorrow. And then we'll have discussions on it. Support your local LCSs. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. Y'all have a great, fantastic day. Hey, Zach, good to see you. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Zach. Saying hi because this is live and catching up on the videos. Great. Awesome. Also, go listen to Mike Summers' DJ podcast. Extremely valuable. Side note, you notice that I haven't been pumping up Let Her Rip. I have decided to leave Let Her Rip due to a couple of things, but I'm no longer with Let Her Rip, so my schedule has kind of opened up a little bit. But watch Let Her Rip tonight. There's nothing wrong with Let Her Rip. It was just wasn't in the cards for me. Wasn't in the cards. But this weekend I am going to be hosting, or I'm going to be engineering on Hobby Hotline with Uncle Rich and Dr. Beckett. So if you want to call in and annoy Dr. Beckett, or if you have a question for Dr. Beckett, let me know. Or jump in live. I'll let you on so that you can ask your question. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks.